do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever with Eric.
We're the champions of the world!
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Who wants to party?
Houston, it is Friday, May 9 of 2025. It's 5:59 a.m. with Roula, Ryan, Eric, Spencer K, and Sam.
You know, for 22 years, I've had, for some reason, a sound bite in my sound effect machine, and I never knew, I didn't even put it in there. And I'm like, when am I ever going to use that? But I have a time to use it today for the first time in 22 years.
We've got a great show with our special guest star, the Pope.
Oh my God.
Hey, I can't believe you've been sitting on that one.
And he's a White Sox fan.
I know. We got our first American Pope.
Chicago,
All my family are Cub fans. Haha. White Sox.
My God.
How you feeling, Eric? You sound a little better.
Nope.
No? Oh, you're toughing it out. Well, you got the weekend to rest.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, that's how
No, you don't, because it's Mother's Day weekend.
I know.
So you can't.
Yeah, you better be
Shopping.
3 times as busy. And your wife should be not busy at all.
Right.
Don't tell
Exactly.
her to, don't assume she will do anything.
Just bring
Do it all
her
for her.
air. If you see her sitting there, just bring her air.
No,
Just all
my
she
air's
needs,
bad.
everything.
Yeah, you don't want to spread that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Keep that to yourself.
I didn't
Here,
even kiss
happy
her.
Mother's Day. Here's a cold.
She's like, are you okay? How you feeling? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm not going to kiss you goodbye. I'm not going to take any
I will
chances.
give you
It
credit.
does feel weird when you don't kiss your mate goodbye before you leave.
Mhm.
You feel like
I've
off
known-
balanced.
Y'all, I've known Eric for 25 years. I don't think I've seen you sick more than twice. Like, you just don't get sick often.
I don't know. They say when I got that CLL, that chronic lymphoma.
Oh, yes.
I don't even know what it is because I try
Well,
not to think about it.
Chronic
It weakens
leukemia.
your immune system, yeah.
They say it weakens it, but they say like, if I found it 40 years too soon, to me,
so
I feel like I don't
crazy.
have it.
That is so crazy.
But I
You
think
found it
because I've
40
never
years
get
too
sick
soon.
ever,
Mhm.
but the last couple of years I have.
Stress will do it, too.
I'm not stressed.
Not stressed? Okay.
My daughter's last day of school was
Eric's
yesterday.
got
It's-
bourbon. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, right?
I tried that. I tried a little bourbon last night. I thought maybe that would help.
No, alcohol's the
Maybe a
worst
hot
thing you
toddy.
can do.
Didn't
Why
work.
not? Good for your
Been
throat.
loosening it up.
No, that's
Some
not.
lemon juice and honey and whiskey. Why not?
I'll try it again.
That's
Do
an
it
urban
again
myth.
this weekend. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. It's Mother's Day weekend. Why do I feel like it's a 4-day weekend? It's not. But I have the
not.
4-day feeling vibes today. Like last night I was like, oh my God, tomorrow's Friday's Mother's Day weekend. I don't know why I felt like it was going to be Monday off, but it's not
Nope.
Monday off. I'm just like
We're working longer Monday.
so excited.
We'll be at
I know.
school.
We are
have a
headed
lot to
towards
do on
Memorial
Monday.
Day at the end of the month, so you got
know,
that
it's
to look
crazy.
forward to.
It's the end of the year, crazy chaos time. All right, listen, we have a lot to cover, but you probably want to know what happened on yesterday's Roses, right? You 5 o'clockers. Okay, let's get into it.
We had a lot of people message and leave listener lines.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
about
that
the
struck a
family
chord.
dynamic and the toxicity of somebody that messes with the rest of your family dynamic. And I mean, there's a lot of people that are dealing with that. By the way, today on the show, we're having Dr. Viviana Coles visit the studio. She's a marriage and relationship therapist, always has some good information. I'm sure she's probably had this come across her in her room before.
I like her a
Couples.
lot. I mean, she breaks it down in ways that are easy to digest, like easy to understand.
I watched the show yesterday on Netflix. It's #1. It's called 4 Seasons. Steve Carell, Tina Fey.
Oh, is it good?
I forget the other 2 guys. They're really good. They're a couple too. So they're all couples. And MacGruber, he's in it.
oh, Will Forte.
He's married to Tina Fey. And the girl from Reno 911, not the mom, but the one that looks like a really skinny lady.
Yes.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
She's married to Steve Carell, but they all are friends and they spend vacations together. So it starts out 4 seasons. So
Okay.
it's like
So
the
it's not a movie,
springtime.
it's a season of
8
of
episodes,
shows.
2
Okay.
2 during spring, 2 during summer, and things happen. But
Oh.
it makes you. I think it's made for people over 40.
Oh, it is?
And relationships been married like 20
Yeah.
years and stuff. But then it makes you think. So if your marriage is rocky and you watch this with them, it might open up some wounds. So be careful out there.
It says the Netflix comedy The 4 Seasons stars mostly actors who are in their 50s playing characters who are in their 50s in a show whose target demographic is, assumingly, people in their 50s.
That's I figured it's got to be old.
Shocking for
okay.
Hollywood. They actually age casted appropriately.
Well,
It's really good, but it just
Yeah.
makes you. I could see like guys watch this because if your woman watches this by herself, she might be thinking about her own marriage.
oh,
Get mad at
Like
you.
she'll see what they're complaining about or stuff, and then
could
you'll-
resonate.
You'll be like, "Oh crap!"
So I don't know why I thought 4 Seasons was like an old show that Netflix put back up on a
Four
tile.
Seasons,
Like,
I
oh, let's
think it was
make
a
this
movie.
You
popular
know, named
again.
Alan Alda.
Yeah.
It was
No,
his movie
I-
because
was it-
they said he's in the movie.
Oh,
okay,
yeah. So
okay,
it's
okay,
based
okay.
on the movie?
Yeah, they give him a cameo. It even says based on his movie.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Well,
I'll
that's
check it
good.
out this weekend.
It's good, but I'm just saying if you're married for like 20 years, 25 years, make sure you watch this with your mate, or if she's watching it or he's watching it, you watch it on your own because you want to make sure. Because if it might put them in that world where
They're
Do you agree with
waffling
this
on the
line?
idea of
Do you
whether
agree
they
with this
should
line
end
from-
it.
Do you agree with this line, Eric, from Vulture? It says, I don't think the Four Seasons necessarily wants us to find its characters nice or even completely likable all the time.
Yeah, no, yeah, they're real. And you
That's
watch
what
it,
I
you're
like.
like, this. You can see anyone having these problems. Like one guy's like, I'm just not happy. The person plays Farmville all the time in our bed. We have two different screens going on. It's like, it's not exciting anymore. They don't do anything.
Because you get into a rut.
It's like, do I want to do this we're married 25 years. Do we want to do it for another 25 years with this person?
Oh, this is
want
actually
out.
funny. Eric, to your point, the end of the Vulture article says, the Four Seasons probably won't be your jam if you're 30s or 20s. It's okay, though. It's technically for adults of any age, but it's made for people of a certain age who have been in committed relationships, marriages, as well as friendships that have miraculously stayed in place during multiple presidential administrations. It's about wondering if there's still something more in life that you're missing while learning to be grateful for the long, complicated relationship you already have.
I think sometimes it's helpful when you know that you're not alone. I mean, it doesn't make me feel better. Like I recently had my engagement broken off when she left me.
What?
And it doesn't make me feel better to hear other people telling me the exact same story and they saw the same habits and signs. It just makes me feel sad for them. But it also makes me realize that I'm not just some freak of nature, that I'm the only one that went through this.
But each episode's like 25, 30 minutes.
Okay.
So it's not,
so it's
not
really
8 hours. It's like 4 hours. That's why I watched it yesterday. I was holed up in the afternoon.
But they're not standalone episodes. They're a story arc.
Yeah, you got to watch
Okay.
all four
So
seasons.
what you're saying is, if a mom watches this over the weekend,
Yeah. Mother's
she will
Day.
fall into the statistic of the day after Mother's Day, where there's the most moms give up on their marriages and
Guys,
walk away.
I'm trying to help you. That's what you mentioned.
Yeah.
Dr. Viviana Cole's coming
Yes.
in. I'm like, guys, if your wife is watching this and she has a crappy Mother's Day, she's totally going to cheat on you or
file for divorce.
file for divorce or hate your guts.
Oh, man. Okay, well,
be
listen,
careful.
it is Friday. We have a lot of stuff planned for you, a lot of fun planned for you, and money possibly in your pocket because the Secret Sound continues on 5 more times today between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Let me see. The latest jackpot is
what's that?
$1,976.
Whoa, we're getting really
up for
up there.
grabs.
Pretty much $2,000.
Yeah, $1,976 what the Secret Sound has made it to. So we'll explain more of that. And speaking of Mother's Day, who are the most inspirational movies? I mean, moms in movies.
Moms in movies.
Inspirational moms, and then there's terrible movie moms. There's some terribly mean, nasty, horrible movie moms we've been introduced to, and really amazing ones you wish she was your mom. We'll go over that. Here's your weather for today.
Okay, so it does look like rain today and tomorrow.
You know,
But
I wore that raincoat 3 days in a row. It didn't rain.
Yeah.
Today I didn't wear a raincoat. It was raining driving in here.
well,
I was
75%
like, come on,
chance
it's your
today.
fault.
But the good
Sucker.
news is Mother's Day, it doesn't look like there's any forecast for rain. Right now, let's see, it is 68 degrees and 6:13 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Right here. Go. KRBE's Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Celebrity Scoop.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. And honestly, if you did not watch any television yesterday, then you may have heard, but you didn't really pay attention that we actually have a new Pope.
We've got a great show with our special guest star, the Pope.
Pope Leo the 14th.
From America, Chicago,
Robert
right?
Francis. They say, wow, we never had a Pope named Bobby before.
Well, you're not
But
going
he takes
to.
the name Leo.
They take a biblical name.
It's
That's
pretty cool
correct.
because my daughter goes to St. Vincent de Paul. She graduates next week, but yesterday
Catholic
was like
school,
their
yeah.
last hurrah. We go out there and they do a clap out where they go through the school and you have luncheon. And right during the luncheon, Monsignor Bill stood up and talked about the new Pope. Being from America, I'm like, what? I never thought that would happen at all.
No.
I feel like it was kind of quick because I don't know, maybe, I mean, I don't remember how many popes were assigned in my lifetime, but I felt like it was a longer process.
Everyone
It was
went to, like,
just
one voting
2
cycle,
times the
didn't
black smoke, and then boom, we got the white smoke.
Well, I watched that movie Conclave, so my knowledge is limited to that. But I think they knew the last pope was really nearing the end, so they start campaigning. They start, it seemed very backstabby in the movie. Like,
I don't know the rules of Catholicism on choosing a pope. I don't know if everybody in that room has a fighting chance, or is it just like, here's the ring of 10 from the 10 we're going to pick. Like I don't, and it's very interesting. I guess I'll have to watch Conclave, but okay. Just want to get that out there. So it's Mother's Day weekend. If there is a mom in your life, make sure you acknowledge her, give her a hug, maybe, take some of the daily load off of her, like move your shoes or do the dishes or
honor
turn on the
your
dishwasher.
mother every day.
Although that's not a gift, people.
It's
'cause
not
you
a
do that on-
gift, but
it's
it's
'cause you
nice
do it
to
on Saturday and
surprise a mom
Sunday.
that you never do that.
Actually live up to your responsibilities for one day.
Right. And a lot of moms over the years in movies have been like, oh, I love that character so much. I wish she was my mom or my grandma, or well, that's a terrible mother. There's some horrible moms in movies, and there's some great moms in movies.
What do you want to start with, the good or bad?
I'll start with the good ones. Because actually, I want to hear this audio because it's so soothing. Sam, did you find what I was looking for?
The only thing I could find was the song that she was singing when they met up.
Bummer.
I
Okay.
couldn't find her voice. I kept Googling it, Roula, and I
All right,
didn't have
so
time. I'll
one
try
of
and
them
do it
is only
later.
a voice of a mom because it's not it's an animated mom, but the voice is so soothing. But maybe in the song we'll still get the same effect. I'll go with that one first.
Okay.
One of the moms that has made the list of the best moms in movies is Dumbo's mom from the cartoon Dumbo.
I feel like
can't
this
was
is
made
going to make me cry,
in
guys.
41.
Okay.
It was
Her-
made in 1941?
Yeah, it was made in
Yes.
1941. Verna Felton is the actress's name. That's Dumbo's mom. Let's hear a little bit of her soothing voice. I remember the soothing voice
This
of
song
Dumbo's
is
mom.
called Baby Mine.
Baby Mine,
And this is,
yeah.
oh my God, I can't.
It's not as soothing when she sings it.
It's so sad he's crying.
He's crying because they're taking him away?
Because his mom's locked in a cage.
Oh, on the circus train.
Man, what is it with Disney? They always kill the mom off.
Well, she didn't die. But she doesn't die. The mom elephants are in the circus train, and then he gets like isolated from her because then he's like Dumbo with the giant ears, and the other elephant moms are making fun of him, and then they turn him into the circus
haven't-
act where he can
okay.
fly. But her actual voice, I remember, was very soothing in the little bit that she had.
think I
We
saw
don't
that
know
when I was
Bambi's mom's
five.
voice.
That was
Rudolph
it.
the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That does.
They make fun of him for a nose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Make fun
These
of him
are
for
bad
ears.
messages.
Like,
No,
Go
they're not
fly.
that message. Oh, it's reality because I don't care how many generations humans live on the planet. Someone's going to make fun of somebody for something. Kids make fun of kids for the most ridiculous things.
Your name.
Yeah, your name, the way you look.
You do one screw up in school.
And it's your
that's
name forever.
Yeah.
Okay, other moms that make the list of great moms in movies. Sally Field in Forrest Gump from 1994.
Oh, yeah.
Forrest, come over here, Forrest.
She was a good mom.
Like, wow.
That was good.
Your
Look what
mom.
she. Remember the doctor? He goes, "Your mama really loves you."
He wasn't the doctor. He was the guy who controlled the
Principal.
school.
The principal, yeah.
Yeah. Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side.
Yes.
She was like,
But now
"Listen,
that we know,
you're gonna do
like
this."
we hear the real story,
It's fictional.
like,
But what is the real story of the Toohey family? What, they
were
didn't
they
have good
suing
intentions?
or something? Or I mean, he felt
I
like
don't know.
he
But
felt
they
like
were
that
taking
movie did-
advantage of him.
yeah, he made it. He's like, that was not how it went down. They're making
Yeah.
it sound like they were my
I
savior
did like
and
her
did
in that
everything.
movie.
Well, neither was Rudy. I mean, a lot of these movies, they Hollywoodize them and change the facts.
Yeah, but it's a real guy that was playing. It wasn't like 50 years ago. That happened like 10 years ago.
Sally
like
Field,
20,
actually, guys, speaking of movie moms, because Sandra Bullock's on this list, she's on the list twice. Forrest Gump's mom, and who else did she play?
Oh,
famously?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, she wasn't a good mom.
No,
man.
that wasn't a great mom.
Wasn't? Okay.
I mean, she was a
Wasn't she
mom,
a bad
but she
mom?
was just a frustrated mom who's divorcing her husband. No. Hello, Shelby, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Shelby, open your
Steel
eyes.
Magnolias?
Steel Magnolias. So she's on the list for being Malin in Steel Magnolias and for Mrs. Gump in Forrest Gump. Diane Keaton is on this list of the top 15 best moms one time, but somebody texted she should be on for this other mom, too. Diane Keaton is on the list for playing Nina Banks in Father of the Bride. But I absolutely agree with the texter also for playing the mom in The Family Stone.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Because she was like, oh, such a sweet mom.
Was
loves
that the
all
one
her
with
kids.
Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yeah, all these big stars are in it. Luke Wilson's in it. Dylan Mulroney's in it. A lot of stars are in it.
like
Rachel
Craig T.
McAdams
Nelson
is in
is
it.
the dad.
Craig T. Nelson's in it. It's called The Family Stone. Julia Roberts as Erin Brockovich in 2000 has made the list of great movie moms because she fought tooth and nail for her
Oh,
kids
yeah.
and for the people of California. Angelica Houston as Morticia Adams in the 1991 Addams Family.
I loved that.
You did?
She made a great Morticia Adams.
did.
Let's see who else. That's interesting. Susan Sarandon from Stepmom. I did not see that movie, but I know it's very heart
A
wrenching.
lot of people text that one. Stepmom, right now. Stepmom.
Stepmom. Let's see. Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music, but I don't really look at her as a mom. She was the governess.
Well,
then he married her.
He married her, so she became a stepmother. Now, here's a fun fact. My daughter loves that movie, but we've read up and we got the commentary and everything with the box set. So in reality, she was supposedly really stern, and the captain was the lighthearted one.
Interesting. The top movie mom, according to this list of great movie moms, is Holly Hunter in The Incredibles, 2004.
A cartoon?
And I'm thinking, really? Of all the moms, Holly
That's
Hunter's Incredibles
so
mom is the
funny.
number one?
Because she comes out of retirement to save her family.
I guess so.
Like, yes.
And she's real stretchy.
How about the bad ones?
Yeah.
Okay, the bad moms,
They're more fun.
moms you never want to be near. Let's see. Monique as Mary Lee Johnston in Precious. She was a terrible mom. Allison Janney as Lavonna Golden in I, Tonya.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Terrible
yeah,
mom.
That was good.
Oh,
Faye Dunaway in Mommy Dearest.
No more wire coat hangers.
And I never saw that movie, but I know that line.
never saw it.
Oh, man.
Because she's like a really horrible,
She was horrible
torturous
to her
mother.
daughter.
Yeah, but
let's
it's
see.
iconic.
Betty Davis in The Little Foxes from 1941. I don't know, same year
never
Dumbo
heard
came
of
out. Let's see. From Gone, Baby Gone in 2007, Amy Ryan, terrible mother. Anybody see that one?
Nope.
No. Okay. Norman Bates. I mean, from Psycho 1960, Virginia Gregg.
Oh, you just heard her voice though,
don't know.
because
She's the mom that
Oh,
was so
Norman
mean to
Bates-
Norman Bates.
it caused
and
him to be a
caused him to
killer?
be like
he
that.
just heard her voice because she was
Sad.
already dead, just sitting in the room.
Anne Ramsey. Anybody know her name?
No.
Nope.
Throw Mama from the Train. She was also the Fratelli's mother in Goonies.
Yes.
Her name is Anne Ramsey.
Yeah.
Let's see. From The Evil Queen has made the list of the worst moms from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. But was she really a mom?
I don't know.
The Evil Queen was a mom?
Can't remember.
I have no
don't remember that
idea.
one.
I feel like that's
Well,
a
if there was,
stretch.
if there was stepdaughters that she was against, then wasn't there?
Yeah.
Then someone had
She
to have
wasn't
kids.
Snow White's mom.
No, you think it's Cinderella. She had
Oh, you're
stepdaughters
right. You're
that
right.
wanted her girls to be better than Cinderella. But in Snow White, she's just a
I don't
jealous
remember.
queen
Yeah.
that doesn't want anybody to be prettier than her. And there's some
Right.
little cute little girl with a bob haircut that's going to take away all of the title of being the cutest one in the land. Let's see who else makes this list. From Harry Potter movies, Fiona Shaw, Petunia Dursley.
I don't
Anybody?
know that
Petunia.
character.
Petunia Dursley.
I don't know who that is.
Mrs. Robinson from The Graduate, they say, is a terrible mom.
Oh, Anne Bancroft, because she slept with her daughter's fiance.
Correct. Let's see. From the. Actually,
Kev's like,
Kevin, you know
that'll
what?
do it.
Yeah, never saw that.
Eleanor
nice.
Audley is the name of the woman who played the wicked stepmother in Cinderella. She's on the list too. She's a terrible mom.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
might be
really
great.
it for all the big names of movies. Anybody see the Manchurian Candidate? Angela Lansbury. To me, she's the teapot forever from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, that's a
Murder, She Wrote lady.
and Murder, She Wrote. But she was apparently a terrible mother in the
Yeah,
Manchurian
they remade
Candidate.
that one. With,
Yeah, there's two with
Ray
Denzel.
Donovan guy.
Oh, Lee Schreiber was in the remake?
Yeah.
Ray Donovan's a series.
Yeah, but that,
He was just
I
looking
forget the
for the
actor's
actor.
name. I don't
Yeah.
leave something.
Because the original
Levi?
Manchurian Candidate was made right before John F. Kennedy was assassinated, and I think they pulled the movie back then from the, they delayed releasing it because it was hit too close to
Am
home.
I getting him confused? Liev Schreiber, was he married to Naomi Watts?
Yep.
But they're not married now. She's with the guy from the morning show who used to be with the girl from Weeds.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Jason Patrick? Or no,
No.
not Jason Patrick. Oh, my God. What's his name?
Kevin, we know him. Oh, my God. What's
I
wrong
can't
with
remember
us?
that
He's in
dude's
Almost
name.
Famous. He was the I'm a Golden God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to drive me nuts.
Oh, my God. I got to look at that.
Oh, God, I know who that is.
I know. It's
Well,
not-
think about
that's
it
gonna
then.
drive
We're
me
not
nuts.
gonna get it.
Right now, I'm a little preoccupied because I believe there was a theft at KRBE.
A theft.
A theft. Something was stolen.
All right. I wanna
Billy
hear
Crudup.
about this.
Sorry, I had to say it like that.
Oh, that's
Billy
right.
Crudup.
Billy Crudup.
I had to just say it out like I have some kind of.
Sounds like what I have going on.
You got the
Yeah,
Crudup?
you got the Crudup.
We got Billy Crudup coming.
Okay. So you were saying there's a theft.
Something was stolen.
I want to hear that. We can open the phones, too, if you want to say something about them. I know someone asking about what time you doing open phones.
Oh, anytime you want.
Everybody
the
hates a
phones.
thief. A thief. Everyone hates a thief.
You can open the lines right now. 833-390-KRBE.
Want to say
That's-
something nice about your mom?
Yes.
Hey, maybe you're listening to the show throughout the day and you could solve the mystery of what was stolen.
Yeah.
Because for all we know, this item was talked about after our show.
That's true. We don't know what happened.
The theft could have been given away on the airwaves, but we don't know this. Meaning given away like verbally, like they gave it away, like, look what I have.
That's so true.
And
Because
then
if
here
you
we
think
are
of it-
connecting the dots that it was stolen from him, and that person later on the air
I'm
was like,
looking
look
at
what
you,
I have.
Sam. You were here after we left.
Yeah,
Me and
but-
Sam did the secret sound
I
yesterday.
know, and if you look at my story, it looks like I did, but I didn't.
Uh-oh.
Is Sam the thief?
No.
Well, let's find out next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Eight 390 KRBE. So we are going to take your calls. Thelma, stand by. You'll be the first one we're going to take. But real quick, we have to address the theft in the studio.
Or is it a theft?
Is it a theft? I don't know. So I have too many flaws to even list on this show in 4 hours. But one thing I don't have is I'm a pretty generous person. I'd give the shirt off my back to somebody.
Yep.
And if you ask me for something, I'll give it to you. We get swag from time to time, and I'd say 99.9% of the time I'll just give it to either Sam or Ahmad or whoever.
You even give your shoes off your feet to people.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
Your shoes
how
to
does
Kevin.
feel special, Kay?
Very comfy, a little tight, but still.
Okay. So we were gifted these really cool, a box of Astros cups. And I was saying, oh, this is awesome because I've got a swimming pool and you don't take glass out
Retro
there.
plastic, like acrylic-y plastic, very hard
They're from,
melamine type cups.
Chick-fil-A, right?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A gave you some cups to.
Yeah, and the coolest one is the...
Guess they don't know my name's on the show yet, Kev.
No, they don't.
I didn't get the
Yeah,
box.
they didn't make it over here
I
either.
didn't get anything over. You guys get anything?
Yeah, I didn't get nothing.
Just to prove
No,
my
I don't
point,
want it. I'm just kidding.
I don't need them. Here, go ahead.
No, I don't want.
And the reason
Take
they're
out.
doing this, the reason they
I
sent the
want
box
pity
of these
It's not a
cups
pity cup. I didn't know you
is
didn't
because
get
they're
one.
an exclusive thing that Chick-fil-A is doing with the Astros every, what is it, the 12th, which is a Monday, the 19th, which is a Monday, and the 26th, which is a Monday. If you order through their mobile app, it says this is how they're giving these cups away. Okay, so there's these collectible cups
So the
honoring
box
the team, the
came-
city, and the fans.
So we got it yesterday, right?
Yeah, and they come with 3 cups. And I forgot to take them home yesterday because it's just, I leave things sometimes. I'm sloppy. And I came in this morning. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't wait because I'm going to go swimming this weekend. And lo and behold, the coolest cup of all was missing.
The one with the
Somebody
rainbow,
took it. Yeah, the rainbow
the red
70s, 80s
one,
logo.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's missing.
Ryan likes his rainbows.
Yes, I support.
Rainbow Ryan.
Thank you.
Any clues as to who might have taken it? We're a pretty small staff.
And then
here.
I said, later in the day, if you listen throughout the day to everybody on KRBE, maybe this mystery could have been solved by somebody saying, oh, I heard somebody else on the air that was on after you guys talk about these cups being left in the studio and they took one. Who knows?
But then Sam, during the break,
In a twist.
figured it
Reveals
out.
what?
And it's all her fault, Ryan.
I guess
What?
it is,
She
and I
is the
can give
couple.
you my cup. So I got Roula's cup, and then you left yours, and I was under the impression you didn't care. You didn't want them.
I actually said
And
on
so
air that I loved it.
There was another person that was like, oh, these are so cool. And I was like, he doesn't care. He doesn't need it.
You gave my cup away? Who got my cup?
Sam. You can't say.
I don't
But it
know.
rhymes with
I did
schmoddery.
not physically
The textures
see
know
them
who has the
take
cup.
it. I did not physically see them take it, but I may have told
Given
them
permission to
that
take.
it was fine. He doesn't care. So I'll give you my cup,
I don't need
Ryan.
your cup. That's fine. I was just
It's
curious.
funny because the texters know exactly who that
What's
person
funny, though,
is who
Yeah.
has the cups.
Even if anybody asked, can I have that to Ryan, he would say, oh, take it.
Yeah, I always
If it
do.
means more to you, he would
It's
give
just
it to
about
me.
the ask me first.
Yeah, nobody
I
likes.
get it. I
But listen,
think it
we
was
are-
my fault because I was like, he doesn't care.
Well, we are
It's
hypersensitive
fine.
to theft.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
Are we hypersensitive to theft?
I think everybody
Because
is.
absolutely.
for a company, for anybody who has office dynamics with different employees, maybe coming into a space that they're usually not into, we've got all kinds of wacky stuff happening around here. Even as pared down as a staff as we are less than half of the staff that we were 5 years ago before COVID.
That's true.
So it's a very
a
very
trust
small
thing.
pool of suspects if something goes missing.
Yes.
It's a very
Or if your
small
headphones get broken.
pool of suspects.
And it hurts more because we're close.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, who would do
So, like,
this?
who would take this?
Because right,
Right,
now,
now we
I'm,
know.
a, I'm a
Mystery
little
solved.
extra sensitive with the area of trust. So,
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, why is that, Ryan?
No, another question.
apologize.
Spotlight's on you, Thelma.
Nobody
Happy
knows.
Friday, Thelma. On the phones, 833-390 KRBE. Good morning, Thelma.
Good morning. How are y'all doing?
Hi.
Good morning.
We're feeling pretty good. Are you okay?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you for
good.
asking.
Okay, good. What's on your mind? What do you want to share with us today?
Y'all were talking about moms and stuff, and my mom was growing up. We used to go fishing and stuff like that, and she would feed enough to feed an army. Like, anybody that was hungry in the neighborhood, come on over, sweetie, come have a dinner, come have a bite. We got plenty.
That's nice.
We'd have all these people over eating dinner. So now that I'm grown, I feel like the same way. I can't just cook for myself. I have to cook for 10 other people. And so I just wanted to share that with everybody this morning.
Like when you're cooking, do you call people up or neighbors or drop it off, or how does that work?
Yeah, how did they get the message you got food?
Well, absolutely, but I already got it all cooked up because I can't just cook for one person.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I was making caldo de pollo one time and ended up with 3 big, huge, gigantic pots and gave it to my neighbors.
That's
Nice.
sweet of you.
That's awesome.
What's your mama's name, Thelma?
Mary Smith.
Is she still with you? Or has
No,
she
ma'am.
passed
She-
on?
She passed on.
But don't you love that? Look what she did.
Look at that.
You
You're
carried that
keeping
on.
on that
That's
legacy.
so sweet of you to do that.
Yeah. That's great.
Absolutely.
But I get the whole concept of like not wanting to just cook because I'm alone now and I still want to have home cooked meals. So I'll make a big home cooked meal production and I do the same thing. I'll get my ex-wife will come over to pick up mango and I'm like, here's dinner for you. Or
I don't know how to
other
cook
friends.
small. I don't know how to cook small. I've never had to cook small in my entire life.
No?
Ever. I've never had to cook small because I'm from a big family and I have a family.
But you lived
Even
in
when
Philly for 2 years.
But even when I cooked small, it was like my sister would come over, my neighbor, or one of my BFFs in Philly would always be over, like the equivalent to how Sam talks about her friend Jules. I had somebody like that. So I was like, all right. But I would make enough for like 4 people if it was only 2 of us. I don't know even how to make a coffee pot that's not max 12 cups.
Don't you have the K
I don't
cups?
even know how much. No, I don't even know how much the actual coffee ground scoop should be to do a half pot. I have to always go full pot. That's what I know.
I feel like that's wasting a lot of coffee.
You probably waste so much coffee unless you make it iced coffee.
Can you
That's
save
what I do
coffee?
later.
You can make it iced
put in the
coffee.
fridge and then
Yeah.
You can turn that into iced
Absolutely.
coffee.
Well, I
How long?
wouldn't save it for like more than a day. What I do is I come here in the morning with the hot coffee we've got.
But I need to pick me up. I'm drinking it.
Well, that's true. But when I get home, the rest of whatever coffee is left in there,
Yeah.
I'll make an iced coffee out of that. But I won't like save it overnight or anything. I'll just
You
make it
can
hot.
you can also marinate chicken breasts in that and make a red eye sauce
Wait,
out
you
of it.
marinate chicken in coffee?
Yeah, it gives it a smoky flavor. It doesn't taste like
red eye
coffee.
sauce.
It gives
cool.
it more of a smoky.
And also,
chicken
coffee is an ingredient in some barbecue sauces.
Coffee fillet is good.
I'll have to put that
Yeah,
in my
coffee
repertoire.
ground filet on the rub. That's very nice. Thelma, have a happy Mother's Day. I'm glad you're keeping on with your mama's legacy, feeding everybody.
Hey, scratch the news. Let's take another call.
Feeding the people. All right, it's Nurse Appreciation Week. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. We've got Taylor on the line. Are you representing the nurses or the teachers? Hi. Hi, Taylor. Hi.
Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome.
Sure.
Are you?
Just wanted to come and talk a little bit about National School Nurses Day, which was this past Wednesday.
Oh, you got both of them.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us the actual day, Taylor, that the school nurses have their day, or is it just part of Nurses Week and part of?
Yes. So National School Nurses Day is on this past Wednesday. It is during the same week of Teachers Appreciation Week every year.
Okay.
And I wanted to kind of talk to the community and let some of our voices be heard during this time as a school nurse. This is the second year in a row that on School Nurses Day, I've gotten no thank you, no appreciation,
no recognition,
nothing at all.
Thanks.
No recognition from anybody, not admin, not the students, nobody.
Meanwhile, the PTA has like a whole lunch with all the teachers, and they don't invite them to school.
Hey, can we say to you right now, thank you for what you do. It's very important.
Crushing those ice
appreciate you.
packs. Crushing those ice packs. How many ice packs a day do you crush, Taylor? That's like the whole joke about nurses.
PE time.
Yes, we go through. We do use a lot of ice packs for injuries. I do try to keep it minimal because most of the time the students just want to eat the ice.
Yeah.
So I've started freezing paper towels with water so that they can't eat it.
That's funny.
Wow.
I know. Yeah.
Where do you keep all the medicines at? Because at the end of the year, you have to go. Like my daughter is allergic to peanuts, so she has the EpiPen and stuff.
Yes.
They have to have all those. I can imagine that. What you have, like, cubby hole,
the grid of all the medications.
That's be crazy.
I know. Yes, we have a very big lock cabinet with multiple drawers that are separate. We have the daily scheduled medications for like ADHD, inhalers, EpiPens, diabetes medications, trach and G-tube care. So we have a big cabinet that holds all of that. That's locked in a closet so that other staff members cannot go in and access that medication.
How many keys are there? Because what if you're sick that day? Do you have like 3 other keys?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, I know. Yes. So I have a key, and then our secretary, she keeps a spare just in case I am out.
That's good to know.
Somebody needs it.
And how many years have you been a school nurse, Taylor?
This is my 4th year. Previous to this, I did come from Texas Children in the ICU.
Oh,
Wow,
Well,
look at
thank you
that.
for that as well.
I'm sorry you were not recognized by
thank
your
you.
school. And I would say, why don't we call them out so somebody can say something nice to you today, but also that you'd be embarrassed about,
Yeah, we don't wanna-
here's where I go, and they ignored me on Wednesday.
No
It hurts your
problem.
feelings.
We
Yes.
appreciate you.
And thank you. And I know I'm not alone. Some of my friends at other districts, they weren't acknowledged either. So I just wanted to see if there's any teachers or parents listening right now before the school day starts. Don't forget to thank your school nurse. We do a lot. We've seen these kids grow up since they were little. We see them every single day and care for them beyond like ice packs and all of this. We do so much, and we love the kids. So don't forget to thank your nurse. And I will say our favorite things is when the kids write us cards. So if there's teachers listening, have the students write cards, because
that's so sweet.
That's
idea.
really what means the most to us.
Aw, Taylor, well, thanks for that message. Y'all hear that? School administration, parents on their way to school right now, get those kids to make those cards for the school nurse.
It's the right thing to do. Look, I mean,
big hug to you. Big hug to you, Taylor. Thanks.
I think we all want to do things to help our fellow man, and you don't do it looking for, what's the word, reciprocity. Like, you don't do it because you're wanting somebody to do something back for you. You just do it because it's the right thing to do. But when they never acknowledge it, kind of hurts your feelings.
Especially for school nurses. They're always, everyone has a story about that nurse.
Got you through something.
They help you out.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but
to be honest.
Then you go back.
I thought about the lady that checks in my child at daycare. I got her flowers and told her I appreciate her. Well, daycare doesn't have a school nurse.
You would think they need that.
So they do.
Because they're all the nurses.
With my
all
wild
of them are
child.
the nurses.
Yeah, kids biting kids when they get those cheek bites.
Oh my gosh! All right, Special K, do you have a telemarketer turnaround, a prank call, a robocall? Which one is it for us next?
Telemarketer turnaround.
All right, we're going to find out what it's all about next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.